Well, back on Maverick, this is the updated version. So I had to start a new game. And trying to get back to where I was. It takes a lot of work. I gotta sell all the equipment I don't want, buy all the equipment I do want. Take the first harvest off, and everything needs to be plowed. Caleb's on the farm. Hey, Caleb, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, I haven't checked out the new stuff yet on the map. I know there's quite a bit of stuff evidently been added. Some corrections have been made. Fixes here and there. Little things, big things. Sideways things, upside down things. All kinds of things. How do you like this wild piece of equipment? I got tired of waiting for it to do its job, so I sped it up. It does about 34, 35 miles an hour. Guess I should be over there. So what's up, Caleb? How you doing? Andy's here. Hey, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. What's new in Devon, England? We're just coming off of a holiday weekend. School started for the kids across the street today. So traffic's backed up across town. Can you guys hear me okay? One of the problems with streaming is you never know. I can see what you're seeing. Hey, Jim's in the house. I can see what you're seeing because I have a second PC going. But I have the sound turned down on it because I don't want to hear an echo. So I'm never sure if you guys can hear me. I just assume you can because I haven't changed any settings from my recording. I need to plow this field. I want to get straw, or at least some of the straw before I do. Craig's in the house. Hey, Craig. Now, I'm not familiar with United Kingdom, Great Britain geography. So I know that Craig's in the northern part. I don't know where Devon is at. That's where Andy's at. Yeah, I know. It's not the game sound. It's this particular piece of equipment. I've got a quieter version of this, and I didn't put it in. I forgot. Yeah, it's the piece of equipment. But this is another game since John updated this. I can't use Courseplay. Andy says Devon is southwest. Okay. So you guys are like cousins or something, huh? Yeah, I'm playing Ridman way, going as fast as I can. I was going to make it faster than 34, but then I thought, well, maybe it won't work as well, so. Well, the problem was, I'll tell you what. I came in, and this game before was working fine with Courseplay. As a matter of fact, all my games worked fine with Courseplay until I got that Morrisland map. I couldn't get Courseplay to work on that. It gave me that terrible lag I was talking about in the last stream. This one worked fine. I was playing the snot out of it. Well, then John put the update in, and now all of a sudden Courseplay won't work. It just lags. It'll just the game will just stop working and it'll freeze for like 14, 15 seconds. And then it'll let you run for a couple of seconds only, and it freezes again, over and over and over. Craig's in the northeast, and Andy's in the what did you say you were in? Let me see. I gotta go back. Sorry. Southwest. Oh, I missed a row. Well, I don't know how much straw I got. I got plenty of straw. Let me go see what else is going on. Oh, I got to get started here. Let me start this guy up. Yeah, somebody sent me a message. So I'm back to hiring a worker because I can't get Courseplay to play. Funny part is, I took some more mods out earlier in the day, and I had Courseplay working fairly well. I worked for about a half hour without any problem, and then I shut it down, went and had me some lunch. And when I came back to start the game back up, it started freezing again. I don't know what the heck to do with this. Yeah. Well, there's something wrong with mine. That wouldn't work. You know, I know it's got to be mods of some kind, but rather than take the chance that the game's going to freeze up in the middle of the live stream, I'm just not using Courseplay until I get it figured out. Hey, Lee. Lee's in the house. What version is that, Lee? I've got version, I think, 1.8 or 183. Developers version 183. Well, it's all version 5, but 183. So Craig, you started a brand new game save then. I hate this fog. I'm gonna get rid of it. Let me go check. See, I was putting water away for the animals. Gosh, I got all kinds of special events going on here. All right, now I need to get some pallets going too, because everything, of course, uses pallets. No, I don't use FS17 Courseplay. I get it from I get it directly from the guys that produce it. I don't trust anything FS17. I mean, look what they did to the game itself. Not much. They wait until modders fix it up. That's a little cynical, I guess, isn't it? Oh well, what can I say? So, I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a beautiful weekend. It's up in the 90s. Hotter than heck for us. If it gets over 75 here, it's a scorcher. When it get into 90s, it was terrible. I got in the car yesterday, and the thermometer in the car said 99. Yeah, like I say, I messed with it this morning, of course. I'm talking about Courseplay again. And I did get it to work for quite some time without freezing. But just before I started to come on to do the live stream, it started freezing. I thought, okay. So I just didn't want to take the chance. What I did was I I shut the game down. I shut my computer down. I shut everything off. Just before the live stream, I shut everything off and started up only the stuff I needed for the live stream. And it probably would have been fine, but I just didn't want to take the chance until I get time to play with it some more. And I still got a lot of mods that I have in the mod folder that I'm not using that I might just take out. I just didn't want to do it during the live stream. Yeah, it was too warm for me too, Craig. I about died. But where we live, absolutely nobody has air conditioning because it never gets hot enough. We only get 1 or 2 weeks out of the year that it gets up in the 70s. And so nobody has air conditioning. They have it in their cars because people travel, but they don't have it in their home. I waited until Costco had a sale on one of those little portable ones that sits in your room. It's not one of the kind that go in the window. It's a heat pump, and it actually sits inside the house, inside my room. And then there's I don't know, a 4 or 5 inch in diameter rubber hose that you vent out the window. Because it's a heat pump, it has to exchange air. So you have to have fresh air from the outside. And that's what I use it in my office because it gets really hot there. My computer's just shut down if I didn't. Alabama, always hot. It is, I'm sure. I don't think I've been to Alabama. I've been to Oklahoma, Arkansas, Florida, several parts of Texas, New Orleans. I must have been close to Alabama, but I never have actually been there. I like the South, though. I just don't like all the bugs and snakes. I like the people a lot, but I don't like their bugs, snakes and chiggers, and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. I might as well bring that. I might as well bring this guy in. I've been running all the way out to this stupid field. Yeah, I was thinking about also going to, you know, part of it is, I know part of it is Windows. As a matter of fact, it may all be Windows. Craig, what operating system are you using? Are you using Windows 10? Because Windows 10 just had an update, and that's when I started having all my problems. And it's not just with course playing. I'm having problems with other programs on my computer after that update. They had a big update here a few days ago. And ever since they did, I got half a dozen programs that aren't working. I'm blaming it. I always blame it on Microsoft anyway. If there's a problem with a computer, it's got to be Microsoft. That's just my opinion. I'm sticking to it. So I suppose if I wait long enough, they'll put out another update. They're good at putting updates out. They have updates on their updates because they'll put an update out and it just screws everything over. I remember when I first went to Windows 10, I only had a handful of programs that actually worked with it. Most of my games didn't. And, you know, a couple days go by, you get a patch, and then one game would start working. A couple days later, you get another patch, another couple games would start working. And then I use an NVIDIA card. So then NVIDIA has to do updates because they couldn't get programs to work with Windows 10, and it just went on and on. Lorenzo's in the house. Hey, Lorenzo, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by on a Tuesday. We're just going to do a little farming. I'm going to find out what's new about this map. I screwed up. I was going to, just before I came on, I was going to take the folder that the map comes in when you download it. Has a text file in it that tells you what he's fixed and what he's added, that kind of thing. I was going to pull it up so I could read it, Now I can't find it because I'm in the middle of a live stream. Scorpion's on the prowl. Hey, Scorp. You home from work yet? Or could you go? Did you get gas? You got gas, didn't you? And I'm not talking about beans. I'm talking about for the car. Scorpion lives in Texas. They were having trouble getting fuel down there the other day. So one of the things I know that I remember reading was now when you start your new game, if you're in the update to this map, I'm skipping around all over the place. I'm sorry. Now I'm talking about the map. Maverick, this is he's calling it the final. Maverick final. So we'll see, unless he pulls a Stevie on us and comes in tomorrow with another final, and then by weekend we'll have 3 more finals. I played Stevie maps. I mean, I played every one of Stevie maps he's put out. Don't get me wrong. I like Stevie and I like his maps. But oh my God, I got tired of having to start a new game every time he put an update out. So I'm hoping John sticks with the update and maybe just fixes a few things so we don't have to start a new game. But if you start a new game now with the update, you're going to find that you own 2 more fields. You're going to own field number 12 way down south in kind of the middle of the map, and then you also own field 16 over behind. Well, I'm on 16 right now, so down below farm number 3, the animal farm. And that one was full of potatoes. That's what I'm just getting out of this harvester here is the spuds. Scorpion has both types of gas. Does your new van run on methane though? And if it does, how big is the hose that you have to use? All right, so there's that potato. Let me see if there's anything left in there. If the drop point wasn't inside a building, I could just bring the harvester over and dump it. But I don't think I can get in there with the harvester all unfolded like that. Brian's in the house. Timmy's here. How you doing, Timmy? Brian, how was your weekend, buddy? Jackie in. Hey, I think I got all the potatoes. It's time to make some mashed taters. Oh, I don't know if he has a potato masher in this one. Oh, it was the Morris land that had the potato washers in it. Bars are starving. Yeah, but notice I didn't put seasons in, so I don't care. They don't die. If you have the seasons mod in and you starve them, they die on you. But we can sell the pigs for sausage now. I know that. All right, let me just get this thing out of the way. I've got to feed the animals. I know. Let me go check, see how the plow's doing. I got too much. Oh, he's done. Cool beans. Start him up. I'm doing pretty good, Brian. Kind of lonely today, though. I had a house full of people all weekend, and out of the 12 siblings, I had 6 of them here, and we had a good time. The weather was great. I'm not used to having company. Nobody comes to see us. Most of my family that were here this weekend the last time they were here was 15, 16 years ago when when we had when I bought the house and we had a get together. So it's been a while. Nobody comes to see us, so it was unusual to have a house full of people. You'd think they'd come more often because I live on the ocean. Everybody wants to go to the beach, don't they? But anyway, we had a lot of people, and now I told my wife, you know, we had everything cleaned up. The yard was cleaned up, and everything was looking good, looking as good as it has since we bought the house. And I got up this morning, I went out and looked, and I saw like 20 chairs out in the yard, and tables and canopies, sun canopies and barbecues. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to start putting that stuff away. And I went into the house, and it was so quiet. And I thought, well, I'm kind of lonely now. Here's what I like to do, my new thing. Getting over this railroad track here. I love it. If you have cake by the ocean, they will come. All right, I got to go over. Oh, I was where I was supposed to be. Never mind. I got to go back. Oh, that's too bad. I got to jump those tracks again. Darn. Whoa, almost lost it that time. I did have some pallets in here, I think. I need to get some pallets going. I need to do more, what do you call it? Lumberjacking, lumberjilling. Oh man, you can't get in here. I hate these buildings, John. It'd be okay if I had a smaller truck, I guess. Barbecue. Yeah, we got a ton of barbecue left. Not only did I decided instead of regular hot dogs, I went to Costco and I bought those great big Polish dogs that they make their hot dogs with. Those are good. Bought a whole bunch of bush baked beans. We had baked beans. We had, I took some of the Polish dogs and cut them up and had beans and franks. Hamburgers, hot dogs, tater chips. Oh my God, somebody bought a bag of potato chips. I had no idea they even had anything like this. The potato chips are sausage gravy flavored. Sausage gravy and biscuit flavored. And I thought, are you kidding me? My wife tried one. She says it does taste like sausage gravy and biscuits. Oh, God. I couldn't believe it. All right, let's see if I can get these pallets in here. Probably not. Rabbit. Oh, I'm missing the chat here. All kinds of people coming in. Rabbit Gaming's in. Hey, Rabbit, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Who else we got? We got Pullet 2000. A mod list in the description. I could, but they change daily. Little Joshkin's trailer works better. I don't know if I have that Joshkin's trailer, do I? Let's see. Let me see. Is it in the baling part though, Scorp? Must be. I'll bet it is. It's in the baling part probably. Baling. Who was asking about the mods? Somebody just asked me about mods. Put a mod list in the description. I usually don't put a mod list in the descriptions any longer because out of the 200 or 300 mods that I have, they've all been remodded by me or somebody else, mostly me. I remod all my mods to do things that they don't normally do. So it wouldn't do you any good for me to put a mod list in. You're not going to be able to find a link to them, of the one I'm using anyway. The Joshkins. Which one are you talking about, Scorpion? I don't have it. Because, you know why? I don't buy little equipment. I'll have to look for it, I guess. Man, this is hard to get into. I'm stuck again. And then I get in, I won't be able to get out. Oh, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to wait till I make enough that they shoot out the end. That's a pain. Oh yeah, pull it. Yeah, the problem is that almost every mod, let me show you. Almost every mod I have, I've remodded. And so it's not the same mod you're going to find out on the web pages. So it doesn't really do me any good to put a mod list up there unless you're one of my patrons. If you're one of my patrons, you can get them directly from me. You can just download them. Which reminds me, I got a couple of new patrons while I was away this weekend. Well, I actually wasn't away. It was up my house, but... Did I get under? There we go, there we go, there we go. All right. Okay, so, yeah, if you take a look at these things, almost every mod I've got. Now, even, see, this isn't even my mod. This is a friend of mine, a subscriber named Evan. Now, he made this mod, but I've already remodded it. I've made it go... a little bit. No, I didn't change the speed. I did something on this. I think I changed the bin size. So every mod I've got has been remodded. I made this one. This one, I can't remember how fast this one went originally, but this mod right here, I thought got this thing going 30, 35 miles an hour. Yeah. And I changed the amount that it holds. Hey, Lord, it was great. It really was. I got to see family I haven't seen for a couple of years. We sat around and talked and had fun. It was great. It was really good. The weather was great. It was a little warm for us, but it was still very nice. It was in the 80s and 90s the whole time. It was wonderful. Gino's in the house. Hey, Gino. Well, anyway, pull it if you, any of my mods I keep on a OneDrive, and if you become a patron, you get the link to that OneDrive and you can download anything I've got. It's easier for me than what I used to do. I used to take all my mods and put them in a mod list along with the links, but then the links would break, the mod would move, the mod would get updated. I was spending hours. I'd spend 6-8 hours a day or a week going through and trying to find new links to old mods because they would change. It was too much work for me. I couldn't be recording because I was too busy looking for mod links. So what I do now is I just I take all the mods that I have, put them in OneDrive. If you're a patron, you can go and download it anytime you want. If I make a change to one, just re-download the mod, get the new version. Works pretty good for me. By the way, you can become a patron for as little as $1. I'm not trying to make a ton of money. That's not what it's all about. It's mainly to start off with the mods. It's just for me not to have to keep looking up mod links all the time. Country Girl, hey, how you doing? I'm envious. I'm jealous of Country Girl. I play Grand Theft Auto. I watched her doing some live streams the other day, and she drives better than I do. That's not right. Okay, I'm assuming you meant loud. It is loud. And I've softened it down. If you go inside, it's a little better. Which one, Craig? Thanks for stopping by, Country Girl. Appreciate it. Yeah, Scorpion's got another version of this mod that they put a new canopy on it or something, and it's not so loud. I turned the sound down a little bit, but there's more than one sound file. I think I missed Gino's comment. I haven't seen it yet, but Scorpion told me about it this morning. Yeah, I hate to drive in the cab the whole time, but it is a lot quieter. If I had course play, you wouldn't even hear it at all. But I had to take course play out because I'm having problems again. Ever since he updated this, I can't get course play to work on it. It keeps freezing the game up. But I'm not necessarily blaming John, the mod author, or the course play gang. I'm kind of blaming Windows, because I didn't have this trouble till I had that Windows update the other day. What? The package rim to the beach? Craig, is that the new pack that has 7 different harvesters in it? Is that the one you're talking about? Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. I'm doing great, Country Girl. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Yeah, I had a really good time with my family. Our family's so big, we don't get together very often. There were 12 kids in my family when I was at home. I had a brother that didn't live with us. On top of that, then there were 2 more siblings that were older, that didn't live at home with us. So we've got a big family. Scorpion, what Craig's talking about, he says there's a 7 by it. There's a 7 by it. Was that the one? That's the one that you have to have, not a 7-zip. You have to have WinRAR to unzip that one. Is that right, Scorpion? Am I wrong? Didn't we run into that issue? That's what he's talking about, I think, when he says that my mod has a 7 by it. I think he's talking about the I think that was the issue, because I use 7-zip. It'll put a 7-zip logo on it. That's what the 7 is he's seeing, but it takes WinRAR. Now 7-zip usually will unzip a WinRAR, but it won't unzip that one. All right, that should work for you, Craig. That's an awesome set, by the way. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, there's I don't care how you want to pronounce it. I call it Grim. I think Scorpion calls it Grimy. It could be called Grimmy. You can call it whatever you want, but that pack is pretty neat. You've got 7 different harvesters, an onion one, potato, all the way down to, you know, everything you can think of that needs to be harvested with a potato type harvester, and they're all different colors. The onion one is white, the potato one's kind of a salmon color, and they hold one heck of a load, and they go about 24, 25 miles an hour when they harvest. Well, I've got one. Let me show you. That one right there's the potato one. See, it's kind of a salmon colored. And that thing holds, I can't remember what it holds. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. Excuse me. Now, I only have the potato one in here and the beet one because I don't need the onions. There's no onions on this farm. Let's see here. It holds 2 million. That bin holds 2 million tons of potatoes, and it goes 24 miles an hour. It harvests 24 miles an hour. It's just something else. I'll tell you, and that kit that you get holds 7 different ones. I can't remember what they all are. There's onion, there's carrots, there's potatoes and sugar beets. That's 4, and I can't remember what the other 3 are. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Oh, God, I got so much stuff to do. I'm trying to catch up to where I was before I had to start this game over. And it's just taking forever. I've been working on this thing all morning. John sent me a copy of this over the weekend, but this is the first day I've had to get on the computer because of all the company I had. And so I'm trying to play catch up. Whee! Whoa! So I got other things to do though. Let's see. I was trying to get... Let's see. All right, let's get this this stuff. This is animal feed I'm trying to get so the animals don't starve to death. The front trailer has mixed rations for the cattle. The rear trailer's picking up all this pig food here. And I'll take it and feed the animals because I don't want them starving, poor little things. Actually, I want their bacon. I can't wait to go to the... I guess you don't get bacon, but sausage. Get some pig sausage. Some steaks. Am I under that thing yet? Yeah. Stupid trees. Pull it. Well, I've got an Oculus Rift, and I play Elite Dangerous on it, and oh my God, it's just unbelievable what you can see in that thing. It's just like I can stand up and walk around the inside of my ship. It's really cool. It really is. I bought the things that you can actually use your hands, like in a game where you have to reach out and touch things and turn things on and squeeze them. God, that sounds like a porn game. Never mind. But anyway, you get a set of handles that you can do. I haven't even used those yet. Oh shoot! I was gonna put the follow me mod in and I forgot. Since I'm not using Courseplay. Let me get the rest of that pig food, I guess. Is it empty? No, it's still running. That's the only problem with this mod here. It takes forever. You get 20,000 units of pig food in each one of these silos, but it takes forever to get it out. Lord, I know you're joking, but there is a smell mod for one of the farm games. I've seen it. Hoss and I were looking at it one night. I think during the holidays last year. It was hilarious. They got a smell mod. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me. I just thought it was so silly that I couldn't believe that somebody made a smell mod. Can't even remember where we found it. We're digging around one night on the internet, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and Haas says, "Oh my God!" And I said, "What?" He said, "I just found a mod that's a smell mod. You can get pig poo and cattle poo smell." Oh, you're kidding me. All right, I'm having trouble here. Oh, shoot. We'll knock over the silo. Stop right there. All right, VR kind of killed 2D gaming for me, but I still love me some farm sim. Yeah, VR's kind of cool. I like it. Have you got... Pullet, are you using a PC or are you using Sony or Xbox? You know, Sony has its own VR. I bought the Oculus Rift at one point. That's all there was. Well, it was the big one that was coming out first. And then I spent so dang much money I didn't want to buy another one for the Sony. Tell you why. Mainly, I don't play console games. Ryan's in the house. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Vlogs with Bryson. Hey, how are you? Jump right into conversation. What was this guy doing? Okay, so yeah, you'll notice I started using trains again because if I can't use Courseplay, I only want to make 1 or 2 trips back to the farm. So, so I'm using my road trains again. I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to do 4. I'm only doing 3 trailers. I can't even see all 3 trailers unless I go out like this. Yeah, I'm doing fine, Ryan. Never been better. Renner? Where you been, Renner? I haven't seen you forever. How you doing? How's the farm? Renner's in the house. And he plays the drums as well. You guys won't know what the hell I'm talking about. One of my favorite bands is, and they broke up, is Great Big Sea. Is one of my favorite bands, and they broke up here a year or so ago. But they had one of the guys, one of the lead singers. There were 2 of them that actually did most of the singing, and the one of them was introducing the band, and the other guy, and he says one guy's in, such and such is in the house, and he plays the drums as well. And I guess you kind of had to be there. Corn's coming off, huh? Hey, Renner, have you got a video camera or a drone or something? You should start doing what some of these farmers are doing. Some of these young farmers out there making videos and putting YouTube pages together and getting hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Just farming. Take a video camera and stick it on your dashboard and point it at yourself. Sit there and talk to people. People are just eating that stuff up. I've been watching that one, I can't remember the name of it, where they've got all the big buds. I don't know where I'm going with this truck. I'm just driving around. Yeah, I'm just wasting time now. Let me go find that. Let me go find the plow. Is that... Oh. Without Courseplay. I think I've got enough straw for now. I'm going to start this plow going. Onward VDR. No, I haven't. I haven't tried that. they're going to get better and better. I mean, I tell you, when I first bought my Oculus Rift, the Oculus Rift was about $600 all by itself. And then you had to buy all kinds of peripherals and stuff, like the hand things were another $200. Well, now, I saw just last week they had a sale where you could get the Oculus Rift and the hand thingy bobbers for a little over $400. They get cheaper and cheaper. Depends on how many people keep buying them. If you like to shoot, well, yeah, I suppose you're right, but in my neck of the woods, we shoot people with guns. And, shouldn't say it. I'm going to get banned by YouTube again. Yeah. You know, it's against the law to shoot people. Now, I don't know why, but it is. So I guess we shouldn't be talking about that, because then I'm going to get banned off of YouTube. I'm running, it's version 5, but it's 183. I picked it up a couple weeks ago, a week ago. The developer's version 183. I'm going to have to probably edit this thing now. They'll be sending the FBI after me talking about guns. Yeah, I had to open my big mouth. Well, anyway, I was using Horseplay earlier, and it worked really well for about a half hour, 45 minutes. Look at Gino's just plowing it. Gino's plowing the heck out of my field here. So I don't know. That's why I keep blaming Microsoft. Should cut a couple of logs while I'm dinking around. All right, I haven't used this mod yet. Hey Gino, how's this mod work? You've been using it. Is it working pretty good? Let's see if I can figure out how to use the thing. Alright. I'll tell you what, this thing cuts trees down like nobody's business. I couldn't get it to cut a lamppost down for nothing. I tried. I didn't know I was on a lamppost, but I tried. Alright, now supposedly you can make this thing cut bigger than 8 meters, and that's what I wanted it for. Let's see. Alright, I can cut it. Let me see if I can change this. I want to cut it bigger than 8 meters. Oh, you can. Oh, wow. All the way up to 15 meters. I think I'm going to do 12 meters. Oh, HT, okay, yeah, the Vive. That's supposed to be a pretty good one, but I already had the Oculus Rift, and I hate Facebook, and HTC Vive, I think, is owned by Facebook. Holy smokes, I've cut a log. I think that's a pretty good sized log. Wow. Works good. Yeah, I think the Vive was supposed to be, when they all first came out, the Vive was supposed to be you know, it had the higher marks on it as far as reviews went that I could see. But I already had the Oculus Rift, and I couldn't afford more than one. Alright, let's see. This thing works pretty slick. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm putting these logs out where the trees are. That's kind of silly. Should have went the other way. Well, I couldn't get to the other way. Never mind. It'd probably work for the best. Probably. Maybe. I think I'm doing the stumps too far out of the ground now. I love to watch these things in real life. We get a lot of logging around here. Fishing and logging, that's what we do here. And these things are cool to watch in real life. The sawdust doesn't just disappear like this one does, though. Anybody do any traveling over this last weekend, this holiday weekend? I'll tell you what, I didn't do any traveling. I did go out to the store a couple times. Oh, God, I can't believe the traffic. Oh, my God. And Oregon's on fire. I saw something, where did I see it? Somebody had a comment on Facebook, I think, and was talking about I'm in Missouri or something, but it smells like Oregon. Put out the fires. Guess he thought he could smell the smoke from Oregon all the way there. Everything's on fire. Last time we looked, it was Canada that was on fire. Now I guess it's every place else. It's a mess. But the traffic was just awful this weekend. It's terrible. Last big hurrah for summer. People wanting to take vacations and stuff. So especially if they're people with kids wanting to take vacations. It was the last big hurrah for the summer. Reese is in the house. How you doing, Reese? Thanks for stopping by. Jump in the conversation. Tell us where you're from. I don't know why people are. I'm always interested in that for some reason. I'm interested in where people are from, what the weather's like, what their favorite food is, because I like to eat. I'm an eater from way back. I don't know why. Eating's not good for you, but, or at least that's what everybody tells you. Anyway, Reese, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Well, that's enough for now. That should give me a couple of pallets anyway. I think I've got, I'm not sure, but I think I've got some, well, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I think I've got chips, but I'm not sure. Now I gotta go get my truck. Oh, I forgot. I was doing this. Yeah, pull it. Or where are you getting your version of that? 5.01 is the current version, but I go directly to the developers page and get their latest developers one, and I'm at developer 1.8 or 183. So mine courseplay is 5.01 0000183. That's the one I'm using, and I got that a couple weeks ago. Okay, I've got a question. When you say you have lockups, if you're using a map that has really big fields, there's going to be a delay when you actually generate the course, because it has to take time to calculate everything. Is that the kind of delay you're talking about? Or are you talking about a real lockup where it freezes your game? Yeah, let that go. Catch up with everything else. I'm confused. I haven't taken my helicopter out on this new map, but I don't know what has changed. All right, let me just get this. Yeah, maybe I'll pick up a little more before that guy gets here. Uh-oh, let's put it away, didn't I? Yeah, I can't wait to get a new version of this because evidently I didn't turn the sound down low enough when I modded it. But I'm anxious for the new version anyway because Scorpion says it's pretty cool. I guess Gino's got it, and they've made some other changes to it besides that. Yeah, that plow's going to catch up to me here. Man, it's hot here. I might have to get me a 7-Up. No, I've got some Mountain Dew. Carol let me buy a bunch of Mountain Dew because I had company coming. And then I hid it so they didn't know it was here. Now I have tons of Mountain Dew. Yeah, but pull it. When you say more games, are you talking about more games on consoles? Because I don't play consoles. I have all the consoles. I just don't play them. I play the Sony more than anything else because they've got games that you can't get anywhere else, like Horizon Zero Dawn. You've got games that are exclusive just to Sony. I do have an Xbox One S and a Sony Pro, a Sony 4 Pro. And, well, I've got all the Xboxes. I got an old Xbox, an Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One S. I just never play them. I'm not real good on consoles because you have to use a controller, and I don't have real good eye-hand coordination. I become a button masher because I can't figure out the button systems. You know, some of these games, I explained the other day, games like Mortal Kombat, where you have to punch this button and then that button at the same time you're punching this button to do a combo attack. I can't figure that stuff out. So I end up just sitting there mashing buttons as mad as I can get and hope one of them hits the guy. What am I pulling? I call it the grasshopper. This thing's a clone, and if you notice, it holds 800,000. Now, the original mod, now it doesn't show anything in the bed, but let me get back in here so it's a little bit more quiet. The original mod held 2.6 million. The problem was that he didn't have the mod set up to account for the weight, and you couldn't find a tractor big enough to pull it. Now this tractor will pull it. It's got a 1200 horse. This tractor will pull it up to 1.5 million, but it's still bogged down enough that I dropped it down to 800,000. But I only use it for straw. I don't use it for anything else because I don't know. I consider straw one of those things that, except for bedding for the animals, is really not used for too much. Well, you can make compost out of it, but it's kind of a byproduct. So because this thing's actually pretty cheaty. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like a Frankenstein machine. So I don't use it for anything else. I usually have it running on Courseplay so you don't even see it. David Richmond's in the house. Hi, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. We're up to about here today. Of nothing in particular. Just farming, I guess. No. No, that's just what I call it because it looks like a grasshopper. Well, it's kind of like that mowing machine that looks like the Starship Enterprise. I have names for all my stupid equipment because I can't remember what they really are called. There is a grasshopper. This, let's see. They call this the grasshopper. This is a grasshopper too. And talk about crazy mod. This thing's just completely nuts. It holds 100,000. And you know what? I should take this over there. This, I got 2 of these. Where's the other one? Is he full too? No, he's empty. This is what I should be picking a straw up with. Cody's in the house. I don't know if I saw Cody come in. Thanks for dropping by. If I haven't said hello. Yeah, this one's different. You can do this with it. It's really slow when you do this with it. This thing, it's crazy. This thing's crazy. Whoa. The only problem is it doesn't really fly. It doesn't really fly. You can go forward with it. You can go, you know, different stuff with it. But if you notice, it's still climbing. It's still going to climb until you hit the caps lock and it comes back down. It doesn't really fly. It just does that. The only thing that's really practical about that is if you flip it, and I never flip equipment ever. I never run into trees. I never jump things or anything like that, so it's not very practical. But if you flip this thing up onto its back, then you can use that feature to get it back on its wheels. That's the only practical thing about that flying business. But this thing picks up a lot of stuff. It also will fill your fertilizer tank. It'll fill your fuel tank. As a matter of fact, if you notice, the fuel right now is down to 291 liters. I can fuel myself on the fly with this thing. This is one of my favorite rigs. But it picks up straw too. I should do that. I forgot about that. It's a lot quieter than the other one. I've also remodded this so it'll pick up stuff at a pretty good clip. I got this one so it'll do about 30 miles an hour. I was gonna do faster, but if I'm using course play, it's too wacky. If you go too fast, you can't steer it right. It starts doing this. So I stopped at about 30, 31 it looks like. I think. Let me see. Yeah, 31's about as fast as I can go with this. Well, I could go faster, but like I said, it gets real squirrely. But it'll pick up straw, picks up grass. It's actually a mower. So mostly I just use it for grass mostly. Just call me Newt. Yeah, I use this for everything. I've used this. I love the one in 2015. This one's pretty good. It does have an issue with it though. Anybody that has it, I don't know, Scorpion, if you had the problem with the logo on the fin, on the tail fin. Full already. This thing's a hoot. I have jumping competitions with this thing to see how high I can get. This does it for anybody that's using this. There is a problem with it, a pretty serious one. And if you notice the fin on the back, what do they call that? The airfoil, whatever they call that. When you get the mod, it says grasshopper on the back of that, between those two yellow beacons. There's something wrong with that logo, and the mod every once in a while will drop a collision bar and it's invisible. Oh, okay, hey, I never do that, but look, now you can fix that. Just like this. Anyway, yeah, there's an issue with it. I'm not the only one that's had it. I know several people that had it, and what we found out was it drops a collision bar and it's invisible, and then you drive away and that collision bar stays there. Like I found it right here. I was emptying it out at my silo and I drove away like nothing was wrong, And the next thing you know, I get another piece of equipment that needs to come on the silo, and it stops. It hits something invisible. So yeah, so I came up here and I put something in, and then I went on about my business. And the next time something came around, it stopped dead in the air. It hit something invisible. So I put my console on, and I saw there was a collision bar there, and it was the same length as it was the distance between those two lights right there, and that was that height. Anyway, I went in and I took that logo out, just deleted it out of the mod, and never had the problem again. Yeah, it was just drop collision bar out of it. I've had other things do that to me, other mods. I had a combine that did it once. It was a John Deere combine. So anyway, that's a fix. If you do ever have that problem, and you can go in with Giant Editor and just delete that logo. It just says Grasshopper. It's just a logo. It's just, you know, you don't need it. I know it's Grasshopper. I don't need to be told that. So, wasn't that cool? I actually don't need those bars. Whoa! These things are wild. F5 if you turn console commands on. You have to go into the game and turn on the console commands in a config. You have to go into the config, and there'll be a place in there that says console commands. You have to make it true instead of false. Then when you get in game, you hit F5 and you get all the grids. Now, those are all your triggers and stuff. So if you're at a silo, let's go to a silo. Well, let's go someplace that has a trigger. Let's say you can't find out where to drop the water on this trough, or this, yeah, water trough. This water trough right here. If you hit F5, it'll show you where the trigger's at. So you'll see that big yellow frame right there? Up higher, that's your trigger. So if you're within that, you should be within the trigger to put water there. So it's handy for finding triggers. Now you got a trigger over here. This is the trigger for whatever this is for, and then you got door triggers. You can find all your different triggers and stuff for getting slurry, getting water, getting fuel, that kind of stuff. Got to remember, if you use this, so you have to hit it twice to get out of it. If I hit it once, it's gone. You think it's all gone, but it's not. If I start doing stuff like I turn lights on and stuff, see, it's not gone. You just think it's gone. So you have to hit F5 twice to get completely out of it. Just a little tip. What the heck? This thing's jumping around like Skippy. Yeah, like Scorpion said. It really kind of screws up with course play. I'm not sorry, GPS. When you pull it up and you're using GPS, then you lose your GPS lines if you're not careful using the console command. All right, it's time for the super de jour. I'm hot. I gotta cool down. I got the door shut. Wife doesn't know what I'm drinking, so I'm going to go for my standard Dr. Pepper. Oh, man, that's cold. Sorry. Refreshing. I'm just going to park this thing. It's too loud. I'll bring it back when I get the new model. There. Quieten down, buddy. This guy's catching up with me. I've got plenty of straw though, so I'm not worried about, you know, I'll plant some more straw stuff anyway. Let me run around and see what else I got to be doing. I know somebody's being neglected. Oh. I know what I can do. Let me go back to the straw guy. fill this thing up because the animals need straw. Holy smokes. Anybody seen Lynn around lately? I was kind of thought she might come in today, but I haven't seen her. I haven't seen Dar today either. Anybody seen Dar? You'll never see Dar now. She retired recently. She's probably out on cruises and all kind of stuff. All right, we get a full load. I gotta go put straw in for the animals. You know what? I've never throttled this thing all the way out. How fast does it go? On 120 already. Getting kind of hard to steer. 120. I thought it went faster than that. I think in Farm Simulator 15, didn't it go faster than that? I thought I had it like 160, 180. Go ahead, country girl. Oh, Scorpion, you're probably right. It's the first of the month. She'll probably be coming in again. She's way up in the tundra in Canada, almost up, well, about as far as you can go. And they only get so much internet time. People used to ask me, Rudy, I've got a question. I'd usually say, I've got about 4 or 5 answers. You gotta remember, I used to work for the government. I think I overshot my farm. Well, that's what I thought. I thought in Farm 15, I was getting it up to 160 or 180. There's my farm. I gotta tighten the brakes up. All right. Ninja Cat, I didn't see you come in. Hi, thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun to drive. Oh, holy smokes. I lost it there. Let me get some straw in here for these animals. That's the side I need to be in? Yeah, works for me. Alright, let's dump some straw in here. Timmy! I have some mod rating on my channel. Huh? Have some mod rating? Did we lose Country Girl? She had a question. Maybe she was afraid of the answer she might get. You know, I've told people many, many times. Oh, there it is. The mod for PC for Farm Sim. Yeah, I've got it on Xbox, Country Girl. I think it's on Sony too, but I've only got it for the Xbox. I actually play it on the Xbox quite often. I don't play a lot of console, but I do play the Farming Sim. The main reason why is because that's my mainstay on my YouTube page, and so if people have questions about mods on the Xbox, I can at least attempt to answer them. So I play the Xbox one quite often. It's for Xbox One. Yeah, so yeah, there are mods. That's why I play it, is so that I can keep up with the mods. Because a lot of people will say, well, you know, can you get that mod for Xbox? And it's if you haven't tried it, And just because they have the same mod for Xbox doesn't mean it works the same. So when I get a chance, I try to keep up on the mods and stuff. So Timmy, what do you mean by you have mod ratings on your channel? Well, yeah, some are not everything, that's true. But, hey, it's console, you know. As of like a year or so, you didn't get any mods for consoles. So it's getting better. It's getting better. I got a question, though. Does anybody know, and I haven't had a chance, I should have looked at the text that came with this update to see what changes that John has made. I haven't seen John today. John, the mod author, for the last couple of live streams, has come in and chatted with us. What is this? Clean your sheep here. What? Does anybody know what that is? Because sheep don't usually keep straw for keeping them clean. And there's one, let me see, I think there's one for the pigs. Let me get this gate open. Shark Hunter's in the house. How you doing, Shark Hunter? I'm doing great. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that is. Now, what is this? We're into pigs, aren't we? Do the pigs have one? I don't know. Pigs are actually pretty clean. Oh, look, the pigs. He's climbing on his house. Pigs are actually pretty clean. They get a bad rap because, you know how a dog, when it gets hot, it loses its well, it sweats through its tongue. That's why they pant, dogs. That's how they release heat. Pigs do it through their bellies, and so you have to have little mud holes and stuff, and that's why they get a bad rap for being dirty pigs, you know. And they'll roll in the mud to get a mud cake on their back to cut the sun. I think that's pretty smart, but they get a bad rap because they're really not that dirty, pigs. They're not that dirty. There are a lot of people have them for pets in their homes. But anyway, yeah. And you got to be careful with pigs, too, because I've known people that had pigs and it was hot in the summertime and they go over and spray them with cold water. Pig keels over of a heart attack. Oh, I see. You rate mods. Okay, I got you. You want me to tell you how I rate mods? I only have 2 ratings for mods. Piece of junk and get the heck out of my mod folder, or I'm using it. That's about as good as it gets with me on the. There's too many mods. I'll tell you what though, I should revise that because there are some particular mods that I just will not play the game if I don't have them. Like Skyrim, there's some Skyrim mods and Fallout 4 mods. If they change the game where I can't use a particular mod, I'll quit playing. There are certain mods that I just won't play the game without. Did I leave the lights on? Oh my God, the farm wife's gonna shoot me. Can't get out of that. No pie for me tonight. All right, so I had a little bit of straw left. I guess I'll go get rid of it. Yeah, I love raising pigs. Pigs were my favorite. I hated sheep. Sheep are stupid. Sheep, if you get an animal that jumps a fence in a sheep pen, they'll lay down and just let them eat them. They're just stupid. Pigs are smart. Although it's pigs are scary too, though. I used to go get a coal that didn't have like creosote in it, A lot of coal has creosote in it, but some coal is just pure coal. I used to get pure coal and throw it in the pens, and there's some mineral in there that pigs will like, and pigs will eat almost anything. They'll chomp on bones. And I'd get up at night and go out in the farmyard, and the pigs would be down there eating that coal, and it sounded like they were chomping on somebody's bones. Scared the heck out of you. North Frisian March? I play it a lot. I was recording it, and I'll probably go back to recording it. But I got started doing this one and a couple others. I'm doing the UMRV map that Scorpion's talking about. But I'll go back to North Frisian March. I like it. I don't know where I'm going. I was going to get rid of the straw. Oh, I know. I'll put it in the composter. That's one thing that John did that was kind of cool. If you notice, a lot of composters, they'll only take a couple of things. His composter takes almost every dang thing. I mean, it takes so many things. You got to be careful when you walk across this grate, because if your foot gets stuck, it's going to suck you in and make compost out of you. It does potatoes, sugar beets, wood chips, grass windrow, silage, manure, chaff, and straw. I need to get some silage. I just remembered. What? Which one? North Frisian March or the UMRV? Upper Mississippi River Valley, not to be confused with the other one, Missouri River Bottom. Too many rivers. Get my silage here. Did I ever bring my animal food over? I didn't, did I? Did I finish that? Oh, hey. I finished the last silo. North Frisian March. There's a lot of product on it. So yeah, you can keep very busy on that farm. Yeah. Well, he does chat with me all the time. Yeah, you should see my 8-year-old. She's going to be 9 on Thursday. My wife and I, she was playing the game. She plays Farm Sim once in a while. But she was playing The Sims the other day. And I told my wife, I said, shh, be quiet. Come in the hallway. And we got just outside the door where she's at with the laptop. And she says, today, we're going to be playing The Sims. Now, the first thing we're going to do this morning is we're going to build ourselves a house. And I think I'm going to build it with this kind of material. And the first thing you want to do, she's pretending to be me while she's playing. And she's pretending to record. It's just hilarious. She's only 8 years old. And she wants so bad to record with me. She's always trying to get recorded with me. Krista Rucker, what's up? Big question mark. You did, Eliza. That's good, I guess. Good to be regular. Oh boy, I don't know if I have a favorite. Between those two, I've played more of North Frisian March, so I'd probably say that one over the Mississippi one. I haven't got very far in Mississippi, but they're kind of similar, and they have a lot of production. The only major difference, I think, right off the bat, would be that Mississippi is more, I guess it would be more considered more American style, It's got bigger fields. You can get bigger equipment. I have a hard time with my big equipment on North Frisian March. Favorite console map? God, I don't know if I have one. I'm playing the same ones on that I can get. I don't know if I can pick a favorite one for the Xbox. I'm kind of easily entertained, so it's kind of hard to pick a favorite one. Oh, I think I got all my side. No, maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. I got all the silage. Yeah, I just got the latest version of those augers too. Last week. I gotta go check on my plow. Oh, he's almost done. I gotta move him around. Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about having to start a map over. For those of you that are coming in later, this is Maverick Farms, and he just did a big update. So on these maps, if you change certain things on the map, you have to start a new game. So he did such a big update on it, made a substantial amount of changes. Some of them were fixes, some of them are new things, but there was enough that you actually have to start a brand new game, which means if you had all kinds of crops and pigs and animals and stuff in your old game, you have to start all over from scratch. That's what I did this morning. I have mixed feelings about that because there are a lot of games that I've played. World of Warcraft. I've got maybe 50 different characters in World of Warcraft, so I can't tell you how many times I've started over with a new character. But I kind of enjoy doing that. Thank you, Shark. Appreciate it. So I don't mind starting a new game sometimes because sometimes it's kind of a lot of fun. I've got a logging truck. What did I do with it? Which category did I put that in? 9? There it is. Let me go pick up those logs. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I can't just drive over there. All right. If I can wreck this thing. Oh, it doesn't go fast enough. Come on. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I made it. I was worried there for a minute. All right, let's pick these things up here. Start auto load. Am I on the wrong side? I'm on the wrong side. I'll change to the right side. And start auto load again. Whoa, that was weird. Pick me. Oh no. I cut the logs too long. Would I make these a dozen meters? Oh shoot, that's not going to be good. Let me see if I can knock them down. There. All right, let me put a strap on them to hold them down for a minute. Mad Skippy Man, how you doing, buddy? Skip Man's in the house. Everybody hide your wallets. I don't know why I said that. Let's see if I can nudge that thing over. Pick it up. There you go. Oh, gosh. Got another one stuck up there. Ah, there it goes. Don't you just love when a log comes down like it's supposed to? come out. Come on. Come in. You know, don't start thinking dirty. I'm talking about logs. Wood logs. Let me put my straps back on here. What's shaking, Skip Man? I asked a woman that one time at work. Oh, it was a customer. Yeah, when I was working. I said to her, I said, "Hey, what's shaking?" And this woman was probably in her 80s. She looked at me and smiled. She says, "Honey, at my age, everything shakes." I laughed so hard about peeing my pants. All right, got my logs. Let me put the straps back on. Oh, are they calling Country Girl a troll? What? What's up with that? By the way, where is Bill? I haven't seen Bill today. I haven't seen Stefan today either. Stefan's probably working. Shark, where am I from? I'm from Oregon, on the coast of Oregon. I live on the ocean. I'm the only place in Oregon that's not on fire right now. All right, where did you move the pallet? Oh, I know where they're at. He moved them over. I don't know now. I'm lost. He moved the pallet makers. Are they over here? There they are. All right, I need some logs over there. Let's drop them in. All righty. Let's dump these things. Stop auto load. Yes, we'll do that. And start unload. See how many it takes. Holy smokes, it's going to take them all? Wow, I didn't know it took that many logs. That's a whole day's worth of logging. Bill was in TeamSpeak today. Well, he's probably tired. It's late over there. I don't know if Bill's a night owl like Andy and Craig. Yeah, Shark, I told earlier there was a thing on Facebook, some guy, and I can't remember where he's come up, just said Wisconsin, but I don't remember. But he says, yeah, I'm in Wisconsin, but it smells like Oregon here. Put out the fires. Yeah. I got a picture of Crater Lake, and man, the fire's almost taken the Crater Lake sign out. Pretty bad. Yeah. Well, at least I guess you can't blame Scorpion for the floods in Texas. If he lived in Oregon, we might be able to blame him for the fires. He's a pretty hot guy. So I'm told. Alright, how's this thing work? I think I made my stumps a little too tall. Yeah, I might have. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. It no like it. Let me get a different angle. Let's switch it up about 45 degrees. Roughly. Kinda. Sorta. Kinda. sort of. There we go. I knew we'd get it sooner or later. Just blame Bill. Well, that's right. Bill was here a month ago. And, yeah. Well, who's your alibi? Is it a good one? Another hurricane coming? Oh my goodness. I have to laugh there, Shark, because I was talking to Scorpion when I found out that the weather was bad down there. Now, I have to tell you, I don't watch TV. I'm getting to the point where I don't think there's anything redeeming about it or entertaining. So I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of movies and Netflix and YouTube, stuff like that, but I don't watch TV anymore. I especially don't watch the news. You can't believe a word they say. But I was, when I found out Texas was having a hurricane come in, I did turn the news on, and I can't remember, but I think it was CNN. So I called Scorpion, and I said, Scorpion, oh my God, are you getting in that storm? Scorpion says, well, I don't think it's going to hit where we're at, but he said to me, he said, but it hasn't even come off the ocean yet. I said, are you kidding? I just got off of CNN, and according to them, Texas is gone. I couldn't believe it. It's like they were already rocking. Texas is just toast, man. You can't believe anything you see in the news. Is that what they're calling it, Irma? Yeah, I probably should have. It's really taken me a lot of time to get these stumps going. But I'm no lumberjill, so I'm a farmer. If I didn't have to have pallets, I should do what Lynn does. Lynn has the caster mod that you just buy your lumber. You just buy it. You can get it by the pallet loads and just haul it over and make your products. Well, actually, there's several parts to it. There's one that you get the logs, you take it, and it makes the pallet boards. Then you just take your pallet boards over to your pallet maker. Come on, what's going on here? There it goes. Anyway. Yeah, they're all in it for, I don't know what they're in it for, the news anymore. You can't believe anything you read or hear. I mean, it's always been that way, but not this bad. I was telling somebody today that I know a guy, and I can't remember. There's two guys. They both live in the same town. Now, this is a town that has specific area where there's Republican people. Now, I don't want to get into politics, but this is pertinent to this story. It's a big enough city that there's a certain area that is Republican and a certain area is predominantly Democratic. And the Wall Street Journal came out, and they had a story about President Trump. And these two guys got together, and they both looked at each other's Wall Street journals. It was the same day of the journal. One of them was praising Trump about the wall, the story. The other story was calling Trump a dirty whatchadinger because of the wall. It was the same story in the same paper, but but specifically made for two different parts of town. I couldn't believe it. It's crazy. Anyway, that's enough about politics. I hate politics. The only way you're going to get me to get into politics right now is if you force feed me pie. I love pie. I'll do anything for pie. Uh-oh. Gino had a girlfriend named Stormy Weather. Gino. By the way, Gino, my brother was here this weekend with us. at my family get-together. My brother's name's Gino too. Actually, his name is Gene, but ever since he was little, we called him Gino, as we don't know him by anything else. Anyway, every time I talk or see Gino, I think of my brother. Yeah, I'm already going to get banned on YouTube anyway because I was talking about guns earlier today. I don't know where I'm going with this truck. I've drove this truck all over this farm. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's got a train on it. Whoa! All right. Who did that? Oh no, I'm stuck. Pie. Yeah, thank God for Costco. Costco makes pumpkin pies almost year round. We had these great big pumpkin pies with whipped cream. Actually, we didn't have whipped cream. We had, now listen, we had Cool Whip. Just like, what's his name says it? Cool Whip. See, you said whip. It's good. I like Cool Whip. Oh man, I got stuck on the fence. Nice crash. Crash and burn. I haven't got much farming done today. I did this morning, but I'm not getting much farming done right now. I should go look, see what's going on. Let's get this guy off of that. And check around. Where's my, oh, he's done. Dang it. What do I got left to plow? Let's see. I got 2 and 3 and 8 and 9 and 1. I need to get 12 and 16 done. So here's the thing about this plow. I have to buy this plow and I can't take it into my farm because, not the main farm, because John put a fence around the farm and he put gates in, and this plow is too big to get through the gate. So I can't take this into the farm. On one of my games, I had this thing delivered to the farm, then I couldn't get it out. I had to sell it and rebuy it. Pie bigger than my head, yeah, Costco. That's true, Ninja Cat. Where was I going? Oh yeah, field 12. Never mind. Yeah, I've got maybe 1, maybe 2 more episodes on Maverick Farms. I'm doing on the, not the live stream, but on the regular YouTube recordings, episodes. I started doing the seasons on Maverick, and I had so many people say they didn't like it. They don't like seasons. They don't want to see it. But I started it, and I want to get through winter because I want to see what winter looks like. And I'm almost there. I'm in fall right now. 1 or 2 more episodes, I'll finish that, and then I'll go back to either North Vision, March, or maybe utter Mississippi. Yeah, Craig. What the heck was that all about? That tree right there. That's why I don't make map mods. If I made a map mod, everything on the map mod would have no collision. Everything wouldn't be collision on a tree. I could drive right through the combines. Well, then again, that wouldn't be very much fun, would it? You couldn't crash. You know what I would do if I was making this? Hey, Levi. Here, I'll do that. Well, that didn't help. Oh, I didn't know it did that. If I was Giant, do you remember back in like 2013, Farm Sim 2013, and you had traffic on your farm, and you could actually hit the other cars and bump them off the road? I hate this game where you hit another car and it's like hitting a solid block. See ya, Shark. Thanks for stopping by. I'm almost done here myself. I got a few more minutes. It's easier for you to turn your volume down. I'd have to get out of the game, turn the game volume down. Well, not really. It's already down quite a little bit anyway. I never have it very loud. But you've got a volume thing on your computer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, I got, it's the vehicle's probably the one that's up. My master volume's only on 20%. Put it too much longer, you won't hear anything. I had dropped this down to 60. It's only that one tractor anyway. Well, the other one's pretty loud. All right, here we go. Hire somebody to run this thing. Now myself, I don't know. I'm pretty loud. I have a hard time turning myself down. Not my fault. I'm just loud. Grew up with 12 kids in the house. Everybody was screaming. Yeah, 13 was fun to play. I used to love to take my trucks, sideswipe the cars, and they'd go off in the ditch. That's a lot of fun. You can't do that on these last two versions. All right, what's happening now? There, got it. I made a whole episode out of one. Scorpion, you remember the time I knocked Grandma off the road? I had one where I accidentally hit this sedan with my truck and trailer, and she went fishtailed for about 50 feet, and then off in the ditch she went. So when I edited the video, I put screeching sounds in, like bang, and a big bang noise. I said, "Oh my God! I just run somebody's grandma off the road." Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't know why they put collision on these rigs, because it ain't right. It can't be fun. That's why I don't even use the traffic, because they've got collision. I'm talking serious collision on these cars, and it's hard to farm. You're always running into a stupid car, and then for some reason the cars do 10 miles an hour when the tractor's doing 30. So you get behind a car and you get stuck. That was the yeah, the truck on the roof. That was I called that one the Cops episode. Farm Sim 13. If you go back in my Farm Sim archive, you'll see in Farm Sim 13 there'll be one on the Idaho map called Cops, and none of that was staged. Those were all things that happened while I was just playing the game. As a matter of fact, the one that was up on the roof, it was a truck and trailer, and Courseplay put it up there. Whoa! Lifted a car up with a pallet fork. Was it your car? I bet the person was upset. Come on, Stump. You know what I used to do, Lord? I used to drive long haul truck when I was in college. That's how I put myself in college. And I drove from Washington State down to LA. And I drove a set of double trailers. And every once in a while you'd get somebody just tailgating you to where you actually could not see the car in your rear view mirrors. And so what I would do is I would drive really straight and really at a constant speed, and all of a sudden I would jerk the steering wheel from the left to the right and back straight again, and that would kind of jackknife the double trailers. It would kind of serpentine them, you know, jackknife them. And man, all of a sudden you'd see the car behind you just hit the brakes and back way off. It scared the snot out of them. I didn't hit the brakes. All I did was jackknife the trailers a little bit. Man, they'd back right off. I'd just laugh my ass off. It shouldn't have been that close in the first place. I don't know what people are thinking. I talked to one guy that did that to me once, and he said, "Oh, we were drafting, trying to save fuel." I said, "Are you kidding me? Behind a truck the trucks can't stop on a dime. You know, anything can happen." I knew a guy that used to haul animals, and he loved doing that in an animal rig. If you're hauling pigs or cattle, and you do that, there's liquid poo in those trailers, and when you jackknife them like that back and forth, the poo just comes flying out the rear. He'd wait till somebody was tailgating him, and he'd do that, and the poo would just cover their cars. It was pretty funny. I never hauled animals. Animals are kind of dangerous to haul, and they move. They're kind of difficult to haul. I didn't do it because I didn't want to. I didn't do it because I didn't work for an outfit that hauled animals. On Texas, oh my God, that traffic was fun. On the Texas map, if you haven't played it, so Scorpion's talking about the traffic. The cars went actually 55 or 60 miles an hour, just like they would in real life. And it was what was it? 2 lanes each way, wasn't it, Scorpion? And man, you had to be careful crossing the highway with your farm equipment. I'll tell you that. What do I got left to do? Have you guys seen my favorite pickup? Do I even have it in here? Oh no! I didn't buy my favorite pickup. I got... What? Wait a minute. I did 2. Hang on. I just didn't put it in my regular category. This pickup over here is my favorite now. It's a Silverado. Let me get off this trailer. I love this pickup. Wait till you hear it. Listen to that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I love that. I just love that. This is a cool truck. It's a Silverado. I think it's a 1-ton. Think. It doesn't say, but I think it is. Anyway, this thing is sweet. And one of the things I like about it, I like the way it drives. It handles really well. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, it handles. It doesn't go squirrely on you. It handles pretty good. Now, it's not super fast, but it is pretty quick. And, I mean, as far as, you know, a truck would do, 50 miles an hour. But, and it does, if it hits a bump, but notice, it didn't, you know, fly. It's pretty solid, and it drives really well, and it pulls that trailer really well. Have another truck or two that will pull a trailer with a gooseneck on it, like that right there. But they don't handle very good. They start doing this, you know, all the time once you get up speed. This one does not. This one's solid. I love it. Well, it must be a Texas cop. Goose slinger. Goose slinger. I always tell this story about, you know, I'm not from the South. I was born and raised in Washington State. And I'm not from the South, but I've been around a lot of Southern people, and sometimes it's almost impossible to not pick up a Southern accent when you're around Southern people. And I actually could say that, you know, I've never made fun of them. It's just, I like a Southern accent. And if I'm around people that talk Southern, sometimes, you know, I'll start picking up the accent. But here's the funny thing. When I was driving truck, CBs were a big thing. CBs came out, and everybody had a CB. Truckers, and well, everybody else did too, but mostly truckers, that's how they communicated. We didn't have cell phones. So I was driving a truck one day, and there was a truck behind me, and he was behind me for miles and miles. And pretty soon, I was driving a white colored truck. Pretty soon, over the CB radio, "Hey y'all, trucker, the white truck, I'm the red truck behind you." And so I picked up the radio, and I didn't talk on radio very much. I didn't like it. But anyway, so I picked up the radio and says, "Hey, yeah, you must be talking to me. I don't see any other trucks on the road, and I'm a white truck, you're a red truck. What's happening?" And he says, "Hey, y'all, I've been behind you for 200-300 miles." He says, "You fancy a cup of coffee? There's a truck stop just ahead." And he had a real Southern accent. So I said, "Sure, you know, I'll pull over and have a cup of Joe with you." So I pulled into the lot. He pulls into the lot behind me. We jump out of the truck. He gets out. When he starts talking, he sounds like a college English professor. And I kind of looked at him, and I looked at the truck again, and I'm thinking, is this the same guy I was just talking to on the radio? So I asked him about it, and he said, "Oh," he said, "everybody talks like that on the CB." And I just started laughing. It was hilarious. The guy wasn't from the South at all. All right. I don't know what to do now. Checking my animals. I never did check to see if he had everything they needed. That's my favorite truck, though. I love it. Oh, my God. They don't have silage and power food. Oh, I brought all that power food over. I didn't give it to the animals. Shoot. Whoops. Let me drop this trailer. No, really, I dropped this trailer. Where am I? Where am I? I'm lost. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Andy's... No, wait a minute, Andy. Andy says his handle is Arrow. I thought your handle was Norm. Didn't you say you were Norm in Cheers? I'm just teasing Andy. Andy told us a while back that when he goes into the pub, he's the Norm of their pub. Everybody yells his name out. Did you see how fast that thing dumped that? I know, Scorpion. I didn't listen to you, did I? Well, I didn't get to check out all the new stuff on this farm that made it an update, but then I'm just trying to play catch up where I was. All right, let's look at this and see what we got. Okay, that's going to put the silage in for me, so we'll go with that. And then I got to feed the pigs. The pigs are starving. Oh my goodness, poor pigs. And look, pigs are so sweet. They didn't even complain. They didn't say a word. Didn't even say a word. I didn't get an answer. Does anybody know what that thing is over by the sheep barn that says that keeps the sheep clean? Anybody know what that is? Or if I did get an answer, I didn't see it. All right, let's see here. Let's get the pig food. There we go. A little bit of that in there. I need to get a protein over to start making pig food. And I think I've got some soybeans. One of those fields I did was soybeans. But this ought to make them happy. A happy pig. I love pigs. They are good happy. Pigs make me happy. All right. Come on. Where's the pig feed go? There it is. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, look. It's filling them right up. Ah, scorpion? That's terrible. Hey, Andrew. How you doing? All right, so all the animals are fed. There we go. We're all happy and everybody's ready for pie now. Oh shoot! I just hit to quit. I guess that's it, guys. Sorry. I accidentally hit the hit, but I've been on a couple hours, so I'm gonna call it a stream here. Hope you all had fun. Like it if you did, and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. If not, you can come into my YouTube page and watch a few of my videos. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate it. Good night.